The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here we go. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
12.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is incomplete. To get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watson, he's going to do it himself. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Let's take it at around the 40. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
11.
Back to Mixon on second down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Burrow. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 48 yards. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3rd and 2, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. York able to send this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Here we go.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
11.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And able to work his way down to the 16. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on third, Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 2 now, second and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Slot man moves right.
11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
11-90.
They go play action with Burrow. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ja'Marr Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed it with Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-17. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
To throw again on 2nd down, Burrow. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
11 MT, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Burrow on play action. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Nixon will try the right side. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
12. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. Stop.
Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
McPherson's kick is good, and with it, they have taken the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this third quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
180.
Burrow will throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson off play action. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. York able to send this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
12, 12, 12.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On one, right?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11, MT, take.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Gun.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Stop.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
11. 12.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The pass run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline and just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder set so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Watson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Watson. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading 000. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even. So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. First throw in OT for Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards. Coaches love the rack run after catch, especially here in overtime. Took the short pass, turned it into a big play.
And that's what coaches talk about when they talk to their teams about what overtime means. How many big plays have to be made in order to win a ball game, and which play will be the big play. Short pass turned into a long run. Maybe that's the play that they needed to spring a victory.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Watson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
They begin with a run by Mixon, but the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. Greedy Williams on the stop.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's their big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11. 12.
To throw, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they work this out past the 25.
Got it. 11. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT.
Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. This defense making a huge play with that interception on the 2nd drive of overtime. So, Charles, there will be a 3rd drive of overtime. And remember, again, a field goal wins it.
And right now, the kicker is thinking hero in his head. But when it actually happens, if it does happen, he's got to go back and congratulate the man who got the interception and set them up.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 115 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Browns are going to win the football game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Finger on victory, straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this